The day's discussions revealed the pressing need for consensus in addressing global crises. The debates were not merely procedural, but highlighted the profound human and economic costs of ongoing conflicts. The opening moments, marked by the Russian delegate's departure, symbolized the persistent rifts that have made meaningful progress difficult. Yet, the determined statements from a range of countries underscored a shared desire to uphold the principles of the UN Charter and to pursue diplomacy over division. Leaders stressed that the path to lasting peace cannot be separated from respect for sovereignty, territorial integrity, and the economic stability of vulnerable nations. Across the speeches, the call was consistent. Conflicts in Ukraine, Gaza, and Sudan must be resolved through dialogue, negotiations, and the reinforcement of international law. Defense of international principles. Repeatedly, delegates condemned Russia's actions as violations of the UN Charter and called for respect for sovereignty and territorial integrity. Economic costs of conflict. Speakers highlighted how war damages global food and energy security, particularly harming vulnerable countries in the global south. Peace as a prerequisite for development. Leaders stressed that without stability, sustainable economic growth and achievement of global development goals remain out of reach. Diplomacy over division. While some differences in approach were apparent, such as over the scope of G20's mission, there was broad agreement that dialogue and negotiations, rather than militarization and propaganda, were key to resolving conflicts. The session closed without concrete resolutions, but left a strong impression of the urgency with which the world's leading economies must act. The UK's decision to recognise the state of Palestine and the calls to end hostilities in both Ukraine and Gaza reflected a growing recognition that peace in one region cannot be isolated from stability everywhere. In the words of one envoy, peace calls on all of us to play our part, combining both reassurance and deterrence, and in contributing to economic development. It is a collective commitment to ensure no potential aggressor thinks the pursuit of conflict is worth the risk. This sentiment captured the challenge facing the global community to align national interests with international cooperation, to prioritize peace as the foundation of prosperity, and to resist the forces that seek to divide rather than unite.